but they half the man as well. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hand on the clock. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Just like the hands on the clock, I go back to back when I'm doing numbers. All the mad that I'm driving the bus, so they threw me under. Heard they mad, they don't wanna bust, so they boo each other. Think that they're the winning team, go losing, then they choose another. And that's okay, cause I'm competing with me, not you. I live with blessings like I can't stop sneezing, not you. I hate to break it, but me and myself top two. I blow away the competition.
Tonight, from the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints taking on Ryan Fitzpatrick and the Miami Dolphins.
First opened back in 1975, there's a look inside the iconic Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. This is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with the Miami Dolphins. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, look, some might say that football is a young man's fancy, so to speak, but don't tell that to these two quarterbacks because they come in here with a lot, and I mean a lot, of NFL experience.
Hey, I like the Young Turks. I like the Baker Mayfields. I like the Patrick Mahomes. I like the Lamar Jacksons. But I do like those grizzled veterans who know how to play the game, know how to run their team, and know how to handle difficult situations. Maybe I'm just showing my age, too.
The kicker for the Saints, Will Lutz, has it teed up, and here we go from New Orleans. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. The Dolphins set to go now, and their veteran quarterback leading him onto the field. He's played a lot of places, Ryan Fitzpatrick.
Ryan Fitzpatrick's the kind of guy you want on your team in every situation, whether you want him to be your starter, whether you want him to bridge and help a rookie out like Tua Tagovailoa. It doesn't matter. He can fit every spot you're looking for. He's in the second year of a 2-year deal, went 5-8 and 13 starts last year with 20 touchdown passes, and anytime he's on the field, there could be some Fitz magic.
Yardage and be backed up to the 24. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Play action now. Fitzpatrick going deep here for Parker. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And it's caught by Parker. There he goes left side. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devontae Parker, 76 yards. And the Dolphins are going to take a first-quarter lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted Was it an audible, or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for the Dolphins. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signal for and taken successfully. The Saints offense now getting set here and leading them out in what could be his final NFL season. The game's all-time leading passer, that's Drew Brees.
When you think of accuracy, you might as well think of Drew Brees because he owns 5 of the 6 best completion percentages in a single season in NFL history, and it feels like he's done them all in 5 of the last 6 seasons. Like Tom Brady, he thinks he can go until he's at least 45, loves playing the game, takes great care of his body, and despite missing 5 games with a thumb injury last year, showed his toughness and came back and threw 27 touchdown passes against just 4 interceptions.
So Brees going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Working from the gun, it's Brees. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Incomplete.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. From the gun, it's Brees. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
That's a gain of 7.
We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Good.
It's a gain of 7. 1st down, New Orleans.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Staying on the ground on 1st with Kamara.
Brees with the handoff.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well,
there's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd and 7, Brees. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down.
Well, that was an interesting little chess match there because the offense went empty set. No running backs in the backfield, so they're trying to get people out into a route pretty quickly. But guess what? The defense sees that. They go ahead and move themselves into a blitzing situation and come right after the quarterback. They had more guys there than they could block.
3rd and long now after the sack of Brees, and the Saints up against it here. Shotgun now for Brees. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
Come on, one thing for sure. You know that Michael Thomas is going to be the target on a 3rd down pass, and Drew Brees finds him and keeps this drive moving.
From midfield, here's Brees. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away. Flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field. field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Here's Breeze. They'll set up the screen down to Kamara. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. Let's hope it's not anything that'll keep him out of the opener. We'll be right back. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Now Breeze. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Byron Jones. And they finally put an end to this return. But not before it's all the way down to the 37. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Following the interception here, Fitzpatrick able to find Shaheen here. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. Fitzpatrick will hand this to Howard. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards there, first down.
Carry there by Jordan Howard, and we all know he started his career in Chicago and was a two-time 1,000-yard rusher. Spent 2019 in Philadelphia battling injuries. But when he's healthy, he can be a flat-out workhorse and can break down defenses.
Fitzpatrick now to throw on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Alex Anzalone leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
And he finds Parker here, complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
It's a gain of 8.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Sanders' kick is good, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. We looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Again, and they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
Second and 9. They'll try again with Howard. He pushes forward from maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Again, the ball carrier.
Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up third.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
This will be caught at about the 5. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal.
A short gain that doesn't get him the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. So on 4th down, Dolphin kicker Jason Sanders comes on. Less than an extra point attempt here. This is an 18-yarder. Sanders' kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. It's a pretty good return here as they get this up to the 29.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down.
41-yard line.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
Breeze now to throw. Oh, that was dangerous.
Breeze
threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Now Breeze. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. Given 6 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 11.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And they won't get a chance to bring this one back. It goes out of bounds, back near their own 20.
At their own 22.
The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip. Lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
Anzalone on the tackle. It's a gain of 2 yards, and it's 3rd down.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
10, Saints nothing.
The Dolphins on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. First throw now for the backup Tua Tagovailoa. Able to find Shaheen, the tight end. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
A gain of 11.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even third down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Tua now on first down. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And once more, this play going in the wrong direction. The Saints get to him behind the line again. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Tua. That one into the hands of Larry. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. On first down, here's Breida. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Coming up on 2nd and 7. Here's Tua. And this will be incomplete. The intended receiver was Jakeem Grant. 3rd down here. By the way, as we expected, most of the starting units out here in the 2nd quarter. So get your 2 deep, your 3 deep, your 4 deep ready for this one.
If you have a particular favorite who wasn't a high draft pick or is an undrafted free agent trying to make the team, this is the time to watch him play and give it his best shot. Because most of the starters, you're exactly right, they'll be out of the game watching the rest of their way.
Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
5-yard pickup.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down, and the Saints will have the football back. Well, you feel the excitement build on those 4th down plays. Defense has to stay out there, but for the offense, when that thing doesn't work out, such disappointment.
It can absolutely be a deflator, but how about the defensive guys? If they stop you on 4th down, they are absolutely elevated going to their bench.
They're elevated now. Big stop on 4th down. He's going to have the first down past the 20, and finally taken down to the 25-yard line. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop. But when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Caught by Montgomery. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 16 yards, a little deja vu from the previous play where they got 16.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A give. This is Montgomery. And some room to maneuver. Touchdown, New Orleans. Ty Montgomery, 59 yards. And the Saints are back within a score. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Will Lutz on for the point after. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it was all capped on the touchdown run by Ty Montgomery.
Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded in the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach, because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
Dolphins.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Tua going to hand this one to Breida. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Miami first down, that one going for... A gain of 11.
Run there by Matt Breida, and he spent the early part of his career in San Francisco sharing the backfield and sharing the ball. What you really want with him, open space and make sure he's touching it, because he can take it from 0 to the end zone in a very short amount of time.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now the former Cal Bear, it's Patrick Laird. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Laird is the ball carrier.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
2nd and 8 coming up. They'll run here with Laird. And the ball comes loose. And now the ball's in the full near midfield. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
On first down, Montgomery. He was brought down by Kamu Grugier-Hill.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And down to the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
He was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Second down, here's Hurts. But it's intercepted at the goal line. The rookie Brandon Jones puts it off. And he is going to be stopped on the return at his own 3-yard line. Final tune-up here before the regular season. And look, we know how much talent this guy has, but those are the mistakes he's going to have to avoid when the regular season does begin.
Because as a high draft pick, you're expected to be the guy sooner rather than later. And what they want to see is that you've absorbed teachings from the first 3 games, and now you look maybe not a finished product, but a guy now who is trending towards being the man for your football team.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 2-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. 1 yard officially on the pickup, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 11.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. Back near his goal line, here's Tua. He gets this complete to Shaheen, the tight end. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Fourth down.
Here's Matt Hawk now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And taken at the 46. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10. Jalen Hurts in this offense trotting back out. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown 1 interception. He wants to balance that off with at least 1 touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward.
Going deep for Montgomery. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
He was
2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. That one complete to Hill. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. So they went 2 yards in the wrong direction on the last pass play, and now it's 3rd and 12. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Hurts the best running quarterback in this year's crop of rookies. He's got a 1st down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
He's going to look deep down the field. And it will be intercepted. Picked up by Eric Rowe.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it. And we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. So we are halfway through here in the final week of the preseason. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. One more half of preseason football to go. And then all eyes will look ahead to 1 week from tonight, the annual NFL kickoff game. And that promises to be a dandy. In our game, the starters are long gone, but still some intrigue to see guys trying to make a late roster push as we get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. J.J. Nelson now to return. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
It was a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Brings up
that last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 34-yard line. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 34. A give to Montgomery out of the gun. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Raekwon Davis brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. And with a 3rd and 14, we have 6 defensive backs out there now defensively. Hurts sets up to throw it. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up 4th.
results.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So they come away from this opening drive in the 3rd quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, that has to be John 1, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
And it will come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Laird. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
The ball carrier.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Now they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. This is Breida on the draw. They see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. He's got his man. It's Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down.
First down, Miami.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On first down, Tagovailoa. And he's taken down here by the Saints. David Onyemata never giving up. He works his way to the QB for a loss of 12. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
A lot of ground to cover. 2nd and 22. Tua sets up to pass it. That'll be complete to Breida. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
Complete.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a third down.
Out of the gun on third down, here's Tua. And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. And they went empty backfield, and because of that, nobody was there to pick up the blitz.
And you know that offenses, when they go with the empty backfield, they have different things designed on every play to try to account for things. But what people often forget, defense is audible as well. And a lot of times when they see an empty backfield, they audible right into a blitzing situation.
Here's Matt Hawk now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well.
This was much more than that, but it is going to come back due to the illegal block in the back.
Handoff comes to Montgomery. They'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
At the 40-yard line.
Here's Hurts to throw. Lets it go for Nelson. He's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
A big play there on the catch and run. 46 yards.
First down.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On the delay, here's Breida. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 20-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. They'll run on 1st down. Laird. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Breida, and that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Looking to pass to him. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now here live in New Orleans. Knotted up here at 10. That's our score as we begin quarter number 4.
Jason Sanders for the Dolphin field goal. A 39-yard attempt.
The kick by Sanders is good. And the Dolphins will jump out to a 3-0 lead. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I knew as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
At their own 30-yard line.
Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And they really need to forget about their last time out, the turnover that led to a field goal. So now they try to regroup, trailing in the final quarter. Obviously, they'd love a touchdown, but 3 would suffice. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
On 1st down, Hurts. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
They'll take over first.
Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. That will give to Breida, and he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10.
Right at the line of scrimmage.
Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Thrown away.
Not sure what you're thinking here, partner, but I believe the officials have done a nice job here getting together and then coming out and indicating that there was a receiver in the area.
Absolutely, and he was in the area. Correct call made, no grounding. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. He'll drop this off to Laird. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This one from 48 yards away. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that extends their advantage to 6. It's 16-10.
Saints 10.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Jalen Hurts in this offense trotting back out. And the interception that ended their previous drive, that might be one we look back on and say that was the turning point of this game.
Hey, partner, guess what? There's still time for a few more turning points in this ball game. They're on 1 score now.
Yeah, true. Yeah, we could have some twists and turns. Stay tuned. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts. Gets this one to Hill. Touchdown, New Orleans. Taysom Hill, 61 yards. And the Saints can take the lead if they can hit the extra point. Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive, interception. This drive, the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it, solid, because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounced back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter.
To kick off for New Orleans.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
Miami set to take over. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown. Their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up first and nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Trey Hendrickson.
Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points, but the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
So they keep the football, but now face 2nd and long. Now Tua, a big spot for the rookie from Alabama. Going to throw right side here, complete. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, But now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Well, they would have gotten a conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be fourth down.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
Here's Matt Hawk now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. 41-yard punt there with no return. And that will come the offense as they take over. Jalen Hurts in this offense trotting back out. And those numbers, they kind of tell the story of his game so far. Started off not so hot. Now he's really heated up.
And remember, he signed up for duty as the guy who leads the team, right? The field general, the signal caller. So when things go rocky early, he can't just exit out and ask someone else to pick things up. He's got to do it himself, and that's what he's done here in this game. I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for him there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They got to go thank the guys on D.
On second down, it's Montgomery. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Ty Montgomery.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Hurts. And it'll be incomplete.
Intended for J.J. Nelson. Incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for New Orleans. No return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And they call it 38 yards on the punt, no return, and it'll be Dolphin football. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. Their defense accomplished step one of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead. Setting to throw on first down is Tua. That went into the hands of Laird. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
Dumps this off over the middle, and this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
It's a gain of 7.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
A couple of first downs on the drive already as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. From the gun, it's Tua. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Less than 2 minutes to play. Down to the wire we go in a 1-point game. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Quick hitter here, it's complete. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down of this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They run, Montgomery, and he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Behind the chains, 2nd and 13. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. He's going to throw here. And taking it to the 15-yard line before it's brought down. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown puts him up 7. But now's when the fun begins, partner, because if you go ahead and kick the extra point, it's still a one-possession game. Go for 2, you might put it out of reach.
Yeah, a little decision to be made. Lutz to try to add the PAT. Up to 8. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it all culminates in a Saints touchdown.
Dolphins 16. Will Lutz to kick off for New Orleans.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. So Tua and the Dolphins down by 8, a little over 50 seconds remaining. You can't say the preseason isn't interesting. This has been great as they come up 1st and 10. Brought in over the middle by Graham. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete.
Tonight,
Going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Saints are winners here as we say so long from New Orleans.